not really sure how this is going to work. It's my first take at everything. I'm calling this 12:11 after the verse in Revelation 12:11, which talks about they overcame by the blood of the Lamb and the power of their testimony. I think stories are important. I'm just shooting this on my laptop for now. We might try cameras later. We'll see. This is going to be a series of real people telling their stories, flaws, ugliness and all. And it's going to be raw, and it's going to be imperfect, and it's going to be beautiful. We'll start with me, since it was kind of this idea I had. My story is, I was raised going to church every Sunday. I was a good kid. I never drank, I never smoked, I never had sex, I didn't party. I was raised in a two-parent home in rural America, and it wasn't like I was a bad kid at college either. I still didn't drink, I still didn't smoke, and I still didn't have sex. And I went off to college as a basketball player. That was what I had in mind. I had every intention of being the biggest thing to hit the town I was going to, River Falls, Wisconsin. Unfortunately, they didn't get the memo. And when I got there, college hit me in the face, and life hit me in the face, and I wasn't ready. And so I was no longer Jeff the basketball player, but rather Jeff the, I don't know what came after that. It was an awkward silence. It's awkward enough to have pauses in conversation. Can you imagine if that's your life? So when I was 18, essentially I had an identity crisis. Sometimes life's hard. Who knew? So when we flash forward the summer after my freshman year of just struggling with identity and doubt and knowing enough about God to blame Him for all my problems, the summer after my freshman year, I was invited by a friend of mine to go to a praise and worship service, and it was the first time ever I saw people on a large scale enjoying the Lord. And I was hooked. I wanted in. I wanted what they had. And God just grabbed down 19-year-old Jeff and said, "You're mine." And something in my heart relented and said, "Yes, okay." Yeah, God saved me from comfort. My circumstances didn't change really all that much, but my hope did. I had hope. And that's a very powerful thing when you have hope in a hero. It sets the ball rolling. Graduate college, degree in basically advertising. What are you going to do now? The next chapter of big change and influence came when I was working at my hometown. It was my first job, first real job after college. I was working in a newspaper and got invited by a young lady, a friend of mine who had gone to my church, the church I was going to, invited me to go to this group called Joppa. It was a young adult ministry. And the first 2 times she drove me there, and then after that I've been going ever since. And I've approached, it's about 9.5 years ago already. And to look at what the power of invitation has meant over those years. First being invited to go to a praise and worship service, and then being invited to go to Joppa, and later on invited to go to a ministry called Yatek. The impact that those invitations have had on my life is just phenomenal. So it's really caused me to look at how I interact with people and the invitation that I extend to others. When I look through the Bible, I see a lot of invitations. God always invites His people and initiates the invitation back to Him. All over the Bible, it's a constant theme. And the ultimate invitation is Jesus. And I see that. And my life has been called to extend that invitation. And so that's what I do. I'm currently kind of the voice in the face of the young adult ministry Jaffa here in town. And I'm currently the chaplain across the street from Ridgewater Community College here in Wilmer. And my life is constantly inviting young adults and pursuing young adults to come see what I've seen and experienced, and invite them to come in as I go out. So that's my life right now. That's the life of me. That's who I am. All right.